I think it's happening.
It says it is.
Okay. Yeah. Darian usually takes care. Yeah. Now streaming. Darian takes care of all that stuff, and she's not on this call. So anyway, we are.
But
on
if you'd like
YouTube.
me to just kind of fill you in, Your Honor.
Please.
So Jane Starnes representing the state. I'm with the Attorney General's office, and I am a district attorney pro tem on this case. I was asked to take over this case because there is a conflict of interest with the Wharton County DA, Ms. Allison. And so the court appointed me as pro tem on this. The case was indicted. Mr. Shimmick was indicted for murder on November the 3rd of 2020. And so I believe there was an arraignment set for early December, which Mr. Velasquez waived. And so we're basically kind of here for a first appearance. I have talked to Mr. Velasquez this morning. We've communicated by email, and we've been providing Mr. Velasquez discovery electronically over a secure share system. And he has been receiving that, as far as I know.
That is
and
correct.
we will continue to provide any additional discovery that we get on this case. Although I don't expect a whole lot of additional material to come forth. It's pretty much a completed case as far as I know, unless something else comes up. But if there is additional discovery, we'll continue to provide that to Mr. Velasquez. Judge, what I was telling Mr. Velasquez this morning is, like I'd mentioned to you, that I have been at your courthouse because I have another case there in Wharton County. It's the Satterfield capital murder case that's in Judge Clapp's court that I'm assisting Ms. Allison with. And that case is currently set for trial in December of this year, September. This is COVID, you don't know what month anything is anymore.
I don't know what day it is.
September of 21 is when we're starting the Satterfield case. And we expect that to last well into the fall, maybe even into December of 21.
Sure.
I do know, though, the defense attorneys have, I don't know if we call it a continuance, but kind of asked for a continuance, but we've put them off again until February the 26th. We have another hearing, which I expect they're going to re-urge their continuance on that case. And this is sort of my very long way of letting the court know that if that continuance is granted in that case, that will change my year up dramatically, and I'll have a lot more time free summer and fall of this year than I would if I was trying that case starting in September. And so what I had suggested to Mr. Velasquez is possibly if we could wait maybe until after February the 26th to then revisit with you about our next steps on this case, because it doesn't really seem to make sense to me to set a scheduling order or set hearings and then everything completely changes for the rest of my year if that case is continued. And again, I have no idea what Judge Clapp will do in that, but if it is granted, then I'm looking at a whole different 2021 than I am right now.
Yeah, which 2021 is still sort of unknown anyway. And of course, there are a lot of cases that are stacked up, but that sounds, that sounds like a good plan to me. Rudy, what are your thoughts?
Judge, as Ms. Starnes indicated, we did speak this morning, and we're both in agreement is that let's just have a status hearing sometime after February the 26th to see what pans out. And in the event that that capital murder case falls by the wayside for the year, maybe we can try to reschedule Mr. Shimmick's case around that time period.
Okay, now Darian is now, my coordinator is now on the hearing, and the ancillary dates in Wharton, with Zoom, we can do it anytime, but March 1st and March 2nd are ancillary dates in Wharton. March 1st, which is a Monday, is technically a criminal ancillary date, but again, I can be on it. But
either of those dates work for me.
Those are all agreeable dates for me also, Judge.
It would
Okay.
probably be better to do it on the 2nd, because the 1st is a criminal docket, and you know how those are, they're very long.
Okay. The
Okay,
second
I
is
think
fine
Mr.
with me.
Shimmick wants to say something. Is it okay if I unmute him, Rudy?
Judge, I'd prefer he not say anything.
Okay,
I have spoken to him, and I prefer he not say anything.
okay.
What if I would tell you I'm willing to sign today?
Mr. Shimmick, let's just, that's something that we discussed, and I've discussed with the state also. So once I get something from the state, I'll go down out there and speak to you at the county jail, okay?
Okay, so March 2nd, of course, we have no, it's mostly divorces on that day. So that'll be, pretty flexible, but we can, will there be any substantive things to be taken up on that date, you think? Or just scheduling?
I doubt it.
Okay, so just scheduling. So we won't need a reporter then.
I don't think so, Judge. I would agree. We don't need the reporter.
Okay, well, Darian, why don't we say 10:30 so I can call the regular doc, all those people kind of on hold, and then we'll go do this. And
Okay.
do the lawyers have our calendar?
No, they don't, but I could definitely send it.
Yes, send it to them so they know what, supposedly what available dates are. But we don't have 2022 yet. But, again, with Zoom, we're real flexible about when to do it. And I can do it at, 10 o'clock at night.
I'd rather not, but
Me too.
I won't be
Judge.
Zoom ready at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Right. I'm over 60, so I'm in bed by 9.
I'm over 70, buddy. So don't.
Oh, okay.
You're not in the same league. So, okay. Is that, so March 2nd, 10:30 Zoom.
Yes,
That
sir.
sounds fine with me, Your Honor.
Okay. Jane, you want to Darian will send the Zoom invitation, but do you want to send a notice to Rudy too, just to, and also everything, like hearing requests or notices need to go to Darian. You can
Okay.
file them too, but I mean, Darian is the focal point for all the scheduling stuff.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay.
I'll talk to her.
Well,
All right.
I will look forward to talking to y'all on the 2nd.
Correct. And if I just might advise Mr. Shimmick that I'll be out there probably next week to talk to him about the matter he wants to discuss.
Of course, the AG ought to be on holiday that day because that's a huge Texas holiday.
All right. Texas Independence Day. Yes.
Oh, is it?
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna end this meeting, so thank you, and we'll